arrival from a week-long state visit to Cambodia and Vietnam, Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli not only defended the Media Council bill despite strong criticisms from stakeholders, but also ruled out that the bill was unveiled without adequate preparation. He, however, said that the bill could still be revised through necessary discussions. Good morning, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of this hour. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli defends the controversial Media Council bill amid widespread criticisms, says the bill was unveiled after thorough deliberations and could be revised. Ruling Nepal Communist Party mired in intra-party differences on principle and leadership, senior leaders themselves resort to sarcastic remarks against one another. Government authorities with huge state budgets found avoiding annual audits for several years. Transaction details of Tribhuvan University remain unclear for the past 34 years. And 4 Nepalese cricketers, along with spin prodigy Sandeep Lamichhane, selected in the Caribbean Premier League draft. Welcome back. It has been revealed that government units that receive huge budgets every year, from the Tribhuvan University to hydropower projects, have not carried out annual audits as required by the law. At the absence of audit reports, the financial activities of these institutions have remained unclear. According to the Office of the Auditor General, the Tribhuvan University and 56 units under the university have not carried out the mandatory annual audits since 34 years. The Tribhuvan University received an annual budget of 6 billion rupees. However, the financial transactions of the university since 34 years have not been recorded. The Nepal Water Supply Corporation and the National Insurance Corporation have not carried out their final audits since 4 years. Likewise, other public institutions that have not carried out their audits since 2 years include Guti Sansthan, Nepal Food Corporation, Nepal Tourism Board, and Udaipur Cement. In the hydropower sector, Tamakoshi, Rasuagadi, and Uttar Ganga hydropower projects have not disclosed their financial activities since 2 years. Apart from making financial transactions transparent, financial audits help in making thrifty decisions. However, the trend of flaunting the law that requires institutions to carry out audits has shown how indiscipline has been institutionalized. To make matters worse, the Tribhuvan University, which is an institution responsible of instilling discipline and knowledge, has itself become a bad example of ambiguity by not carrying out the financial audit for the past 34 years. In the absence of audit reports, it remains unclear if the investments and grants provided by the government, along with the taxes and fees raised from the general public, are being properly utilized. Welcome back. Yesterday, we had asked the women local representatives of Falilung Rural Municipality of Panchthar how has their participation been in the local level government's decision-making process. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
हामीलाई बोलाइन्छ म्यासेज आउँछ अनि आउँछौं अनि प्रस्तावहरु सरर बताउनुहुन्छ अनि निर्णय गर्नेमा बेलामा चाहिँ छलफल गरेर हामी निर्णय गर्छौं अध्यक्षले भन्नुहुन्छ यसो यसो गरौं फल्ला फल्ला ठाउँमा पैसा लाउँ भन्नुहुन्छ अनि हामी सही मान्छौं हामीले भनेको कुरा पनि अध्यक्षले मान्नुहुन्छ छलफल गरेर कुन प्रस्तावलाई हामीले अलि बढी प्राथमिकता दिनुपर्छ त्यसैले हामीले चाहिँ फोकस गरेर हामीले अगाडि बढाउँछौं
It's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question. What should be done to the government units that have not conducted their audits for a long time? Your options are A, halt their budget, B, take actions against the concerned officials, and C, solve the issue by forming a special task force. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the sports news.
Sports news.
4 Nepalese cricketers, along with spin prodigy Sandeep Lamichhane, have been selected in the draft of the Caribbean Premier League CPL. Sandeep Lamichhane, Rohit Paudel, Dipendra Singh Airi, and Sompal Kami have made it to this season's CPL draft, which was made public last night. Players will be selected through the draft in London on 22nd of May. Sandeep had played for St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots in last season's Caribbean Premier League. Sandeep had claimed 7 wickets in the 5 matches he played last season. A total of 536 cricketers from 20 nations have made it to the CPL draft this season. The Caribbean Premier League will be held from 21st of August till 27th of September. And it's time now for our special segment, Glorious History.
On 10th of May 1994, the anti-apartheid revolutionary political leader Nelson Mandela took oath of office in Pretoria to become South Africa's first black president. Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison for political offences, was elected president following the 1991 elections that allowed for black people to vote as well. The 1991 elections was held 3 years after apartheid was abolished. Mandela, a man of peace, is referred to as the father of South Africa and the founding father of democracy as well. Mandela was a beacon for peace and justice around the world. His relentless campaigning in key issues like education for all children, fighting HIV/AIDS, and encouraging women in politics has changed the face of South Africa, while at the same time inspiring many other nations across the world. Skylab 1, the first space station operated by NASA, was launched into the space on 14th of May 1973. It included a workshop, a solar observatory, and several hundred life science and physical science experiments. Skylab was also the first large spacecraft to use big gyroscopes that could control its altitude. The spacecraft spent 6 years orbiting Earth until its decaying orbit caused it to re-enter the atmosphere.
And that's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good morning.